荷兰的红灯区有没有找到一个记忆，我们要去探索它一天。Hey darling, sweetie, come visit me.
Go up and down, yeah. And backward.
How much?
How much you prepare?
好啦，那你等一下要出门了。
对啊。
等一下出门。在干嘛？
今天虽然小橱窗女郎，我自己也要保养一下。
可是你的 B 今天又不会用到，
会不会担心我的 B 会老化或松弛啊？没有用这款 Relove 的锦衣威，它保养很快，平常我们都用这个，它在外衣部就会马上吸收，一个指节距离也都可以擦哦。而且要跟大家讲，这款我随时带在身上，毕竟如果有艳遇的话，就是随时要用。现在去化妆，等下准备出发喽。
B 保养完现在要换脸了。
对，思红你好，
阿姨好，
过一年了。
我后来就是那个博士学位有拿到，真的是要感谢家里，因为去年我们在巴黎的那个时候呢，其实还没有多少人来找我，但是那之后来找我的非常多。从4月到现在，好像只有休6天而已。
就非常的忙碌。
红石榴来啦，
哦，这么早来哦。
他说要感谢你。
主要是因为后来其实真的来找我的还蛮多的，所以我就想说，好吧，既然你现在在阿姆斯特丹，我只是坐1个小时的飞机过来而已啊。
哇，谢谢红石，好久不见呢。现在超级赶的化好妆了，然后红石也到了。
Yeah.
特别在我们最后的3天，然后从德国飞过来陪我们，他们要告诉我们很多荷兰的历史。在我们今天的时候，就是要去荷兰的红灯区有没有找到一个记忆，
一个性工作者，
然后我们要去探索他一天，问他就是这个行业的一些内容跟秘辛，想要了解他，然后还要了解为什么会被人家坑杀。自古以来最古老的行业就是性工作。所以呢，我一直来对他们是非常尊重的，靠自己赚钱的班就很 OK 啊。
还是苦力活嘞。
本来就是要没有偷没有抢，自己有能力嘛，自己有行情就不能赚。因为我们家刚刚问说，就是你这个600欧元的事情，然后他说是非常不正常的事。
以我的认知啊，600之后都可以当皇帝了，可以叫3、4个没有。我之前有一次有跟一群有需求的游客们呢，就有进去嘛，所以我那时候就有请了一位性工作者，等于是我也是花钱买他的时间，但是我们就是对聊，在这个对聊过程当中才知道说，原来他的背景是从东欧某个真的蛮穷的国家出生的。他跟他的女朋友，对，他们是同性情侣，一个硕士毕业的人，他在自己国家的职场之外，他选择来到所谓的更富裕的国家，然后去做性工作者。
你说他5、6年就可以赚到，
他可能在他国家一辈子花不完的钱。
看我 ，Yeah, I am. 我们现在来到红灯区了，我们要进去里面。Here is a red light district, so.
They're not filming. They're gonna film someone from inside.
所以其实这是不能拍的，是我们有跟他们申请，跟他们说过。So here is open the 24-hour, right? So we get inside first.
所以如果女生要上班的话，就是从这里进去。阿姨要上班喽。
好，上班。
哇，这楼梯好陡啊！
这个楼梯好恐怖。
典型的这种荷兰式的老建筑。
这是他们的办公室，然后办公室就是有分那个1楼、2楼、3楼。1楼呢，就是你们刚刚看到的，在那个红灯区专门的橱窗，女生就在橱窗里面一格一格一格的。每个女生上班之前呢，她都要像在租 hotel 一样，先来到3楼，把钱给他们租那个红色的橱窗，所以它这就算是一个租屋处，可以让你来行使这样子的性服务的。付完橱窗，我们等下就可以下去当性工作者了。
他们说你只能拍照，你不能当，你要有欧盟的居留证才有办法在这里当妓女。
啊，我就没有真的要当的话嘞，怎么当啊？妈，你知道找人操我，那真的是很贵。
Ling, she's from Taiwan.
What's your name?
Pseudonym.
I was thinking it's like candy.
啊
Candy
它的花名叫做糖果。
哎，你刚刚讲，像我在酒店，我叫草，叫草原的草。
Her name is Grace.
Maybe my name should be Grace. Then.
Yeah, I look like candy more because I'm not like a normal celebrity because I always agree about the life about the sex is a fair. Everybody in the world it should be the equal. I need money and I need a life. So I have to do this. I use my beauty. I don't want to waste the time. And then when I I need to do something. So I come to find you today. I think we have a dentist.
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come off as like very rude. You worked in the club, you know business. You had to be like, you get paid and then you do your service.
Oh, no.
It's
You should. If someone lied to you, you protect
yourself.
by yourself. It's a good way. 因为他刚开始他就跟我们收钱 you starting about the interview and then she wants you a charge
Sure.
first.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way to tell the girl it's a right. Yeah, because so many liars in the world, everything is a lie. In the world, we need to tell a fairy tale. I think every job should be need to people respect. They need to more protect.
And also all the respect.
Downstairs is the you show the people in the street, right? 然后走上来2楼就是你决定要进来，你坐在这边的地方是有这个床 and it's a bathroom.
There's a bathroom in here. You want to see the bathroom?
He went to the yesterday
Yes.
and then the girl say no, you cannot use the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's so strange, but you can go see it. It's a
Okay.
very simple bathroom.
它其实可以洗澡哎，这是那个马桶，然后还有淋浴间。
So they can come if they want to. They can take a shower.
I think take a shower is very important, right?
Or actually, just people will wash in the sink. They've
Yes.
already been walking around for a bit. They've been window shopping. They're already super horny, and taking a shower takes time.
Take it time.
So I have them wash their hands and their anus with hot water and the soap.
do some so-called foreplay.
Nay, I mean, what happens usually is men are walking around, and you can see the same people walking around like all day long, you know? They're like making their rounds and they're building up their confidence. People are getting so horny just looking around, looking at all these hot girls. They kind of know, okay, I want you and I want to go have sex with you. Standard in Amsterdam is like a f***ing suck, right? You advertise for 20 or 30 minutes, however long. It usually lasts like 7 minutes. It's very, very quick. And you start with a bit of a hand job, you give them a blow job, so, you know.
They are horny already.
They're already horny.
So you
Yeah.
don't need a lot of foreplay.
那跟我不一样，因为我很重视。
She need more
Yeah, I need
foreplay.
more foreplay too.
给他做这件事不会觉得是工作吗？还是他会选他比较有感觉的男生
Like, will you choose the customer?
？You need your handsome, right?
You need.
The only discrimination I make with the client is if I think they're going to be safe or not. I don't necessarily take customers based on looks. People probably make no money. Safe
Oh,
enough is
see,
bad.
here you have a ring. 这边有一个。
Oh, don't press it. There's one here. So there's also
哦
one.
床底下也有一个。
If someone to punch
Shock
you
you.
or like
Doing violence
Yeah, you
is
can. Usually the customer is the person laying down, right? And if you're over them and they're doing something, you can just like. But I also mistakenly do it.
They
a lot.
don't know,
I'll
right?
do it with my knees sometimes.
Oh.
They will not learn, right? It just secretly.
No, it gets really loud. The red one is like the loud one.
Yeah.
The black one is a secret one.
这边是会吵的嘛？
It's very noisy. It makes people shit their pants.
How long you do this job? How old when you began?
I'm not gonna say that. I'll say I've been working in the windows in Amsterdam for the last few months. So
这种东西应该想到就做吧，有钱有什么不能做？
But I've been doing sex work for a few years. I would say the windows in Amsterdam are one of the safest places I've seen for sex work.
And agents know the government or the area to protect them. So the police always arrest them and then maybe customer treat them so bad. So I feel bad. I feel so bad. How is the Asian girl in here?
Possible for Asian girl to work here?
Yeah, so you can work here as like a different nationality than outside of Europe. There's a lot of fetishization of it, so it can get very tricky. You can make a lot of money, but it also comes at the expense of like, are you willing to fetishize yourself in that way?
Oh, how is your tip? Like they will give a lot of tip.
It depends on where they're coming from. And Dutchmen are usually very stingy.
哦，
荷兰的人基本上就是明码标价，好文雅的说法，就是谈多少就是多少。
对啊，那种你被削了。Hey,
Did you
he-
tip?
And then go inside, she said if you want to do more, you need 500.
Yes, that's no 500.
Yeah, so
Whoa. And if you don't want to pay that amount of money, walk
just
away.
leave,
You
right?
can just
Just
leave,
leave.
right? Usually a standard rate is usually 100 euros for 20 minutes.
100 can have sex.
Yes.
ever see the girl Cosman?
And anybody can be a customer. If you're a woman, man, trans, queer, and you can also be a couple.
We saw someone like feet.
Yeah, you can do
Oh, yeah.
people that offer BDSM, if you want to offer anal sex, if you want to offer foot.
Have you like see some coworker very work hard?
Like one day he can
A
she
lot,
can
a
do a lot.
100%. I have so many colleagues. I mean, it's hard work, and people work hard.
How much average woman earn 1 week?
There's no standard. 4 people a day have higher rates and make a good money. There are people who see a lot of customers in one day, maybe charge a little bit less. But every different worker sets their own standard, and this is very important because this is the freedom that sex work offers people. Every time very specific.
因为基本上其实这个没有想象中那么轻松。
当然啦，这
因为
也不
对
轻松的。
你
It's not easy work, yeah. I
对，所以实际上性工作者们他们也必须要想办法去吸引 这些愿意掏钱的人，因为这是他的工作。
Because in Amsterdam, in particular, at first, actually, sex workers, if you were on the street or an unmarried woman or like a lower class Dutch woman, you were sent to the spin house, which was a prison system for women and sex workers, where they were forced to spin yarn. Sex workers were, if you couldn't be on the streets, they kind of maneuvered to like being in doorways essentially, and then from there that's when this tradition of like the windows started to happen, where but still they didn't really have all the workers' rights, and it wasn't until like the 80s 90s when a stronger sex workers' rights movement started happening in Amsterdam and the Netherlands, start to see the traditional workspaces happening. And then in the year 2000 there was a brothel ban actually for a long time in Amsterdam as well, and the brothel ban was lifted, and once brothels could then be a proper legalized in Amsterdam, then you start seeing these like what you see now, kind of like real brothel as a working space. There's a whole history and
the evolution.
Exactly, and still now in the city of Amsterdam, to your toenails are super cute. I was very
I lose my nail.
They're very cute toenails. Okay.
Yeah, but same taste. I always see your eyeshadow. I like it. I like it.
And you, we're both pretty.
She also did a lot of makeup to show
I
her
want
respect.
what you see you. 只要是在一个国家里面，他的性工作者要必须受到保护的话，他必须经过非常严格的法律保护。例如，你不可以不尊重他们，或你不可以打他们，你不可以去骗有什么黑吃黑的问题。If someone will cheating you, right? Government will protect you. Everything is okay.
So that's the complicated part sometimes. Right now, the sex work is legalized in the Netherlands. It's legalized in Germany. It's decriminalized in Belgium. There's still in the Netherlands a lot of skepticism around businesses that accept a lot of cash, right? In sex work, you're doing a lot of cash. Recently, there was a group of sex workers helped push legislation to ensure that banks don't discriminate against sex workers. Because the government's one thing. You can still get discriminated banking-wise, you can still get discriminated in your housing contract. Now, a lot of sex workers are working on the banking rights, so that, like, if I go to one of the big banks, if they can't deny me a bank account just because I'm a sex worker.
其实欧洲的这些人，他们都很会找理由，他不会直接说你是性工作不应，还会故意跟你讲说你的收入可能不稳定，所以说你可能不适合开这个账户。
In some sense, it can feel very second class. The Netherlands is a very highly colonial country. Right?
Yeah,
It's very exclusionary, like any other like Western and Northern European country. They're fortress. If you aren't Dutch, if you're not white, if you're a migrant, or you're not from here, or you speak a different language, all of these add barriers to what you're able to access.
As a sex worker, we don't know what word will imply.
In the Netherlands, sex worker is what's used most. You know, within community, we always use the word whore, but a lot of sex workers find that not a good word.
And hooker is
Of course, it's okay. I like
hooker is
I like
okay.
I think that we should be reclaiming these words. Like queer is also a word that's been reclaimed. You know, it was what used to be a slur, but it's now not. And I think the more that we can reclaim these words, the more power we actually have. So prostitute is different.
Prostitute 是指妓女。
It's neutral, but it still has a derogatory.
Yeah.
就好像台湾会叫鸡，那他应该不喜欢被叫鸡，他会相信爱情嘛。
Oh yeah, definitely believe in that. Like sex work, in some cases, it's kind of giving this like auxiliary love. But I'm not sexually attracted to men.
Yeah, because different people like a different way.
So for me, it's a very clear boundary between like what's my work and then what my
What's your life?
sexuality and what my
Personal
romantic-
life. Do you have a mate now?
Mates?
Or
Man.
partner.
Do I have a partner? Yeah.
Oh, you have-
of course.
So he can
He or
accept
she.
everything.
They,
But they know about my work. They've also dated other sex workers.
they are okay with your job.
100%.
I think that people like you, he need to like you, all you.
Yeah,
You
people
all.
who really struggle with that, whose partners like they'll accept it to an extent, but then there's still like a taboo or something around
Yeah.
it, or they have to really work to get their partner to understand the work, or sometimes there's still like underlying tension in some way. But there are people, there are sex workers who have incredibly loving and caring relationships in their lives with partners, with friends, with lovers, people who are polyamorous and doing sex work who have multiple lovers or multiple partners. Sex work doesn't make you unlovable. And I think that sometimes being a sex worker is also a turn on to partners. You're a sex worker.
Yeah,
Single
it's
and more sexy.
I very like 这个职业。
Yeah, this is the job, a very hard job.
Yeah, very,
So
very
this is
lucky.
just a profession.
You know the movie? Julie.
Julia Andrews.
Oh
Julie
yeah, Pretty
Andrews.
Woman.
Yeah, Pretty Woman. Yeah, Pretty Woman.
Yeah. I think she's so cool.
I was gonna say it's a good movie. It's also very sensationalized. Very rarely does like a multi-millionaire client come in and I think it also promotes this like sex workers need to be saved from their work. And like I know career-long sex workers, you know, people who start at like 18, 19, 20 and go until they're 40. It's who also do other work. When I talk to people, if you're a sex worker and an artist, or you're a sex worker and you also work a second job somewhere else, you know. I think that movie did accurately portray the kind of discrimination. You know, when she's going shopping for the first time, and the
woman, they say no,
No,
you,
you can't come
you,
in.
you don't have the money.
And then she's like, oh, bank card.
You are wrong. They say you wrong, you
That's
are
more
wrong.
power right there. I was like, yeah, she knows what she's doing.
他周赚这些钱之后，他想要做什么？
So what is your plan?
I also do porn. So I like shooting porn. I'm also a photographer.
情欲相关的摄影师。
Oh, if you have a career, and let me know. I very like the 色情行业，或者是谁？
Pornography.
We had a porn that was in Amsterdam Porn Film Festival, and it's going to be in Barcelona Film Festival as well.
你可以 show people how do 我们所谓的情欲。
Yeah, you can show how the real sexual part of
Because
the movie.
I think the porn for men or for girls is a different way.
Yeah, totally different.
If I do the porn, I maybe want to let the girl can watch it and then feel comfortable.
Right. I think that you can also porn as a tool that attracts attention. Like sex work always attracts attention.
She always attract attention.
You always attract attention.
你要有
right?
很多
I
注
think-
意力，吸引很多注
Yeah,
意力。
I actually think that if you attract attention, like there's a political obligation to speak out for rights. I mean, what you're doing, right? Like you say that you're doing a lot of work to like talk about women and also bringing this topic of sex work.
If you are new people, you can come to here to open the shop like this. Is easy or not?
The other political thing that's really important to know is that now of the Amsterdam municipality is that they're trying to close down the red light district. There's two things that happened, right? Like a BDSM community, right? So they lost their licenses for bars and other spaces.
他就是直接就不给你
license.
The mayors started cutting back on how many places you could open up a brothel. And the municipality wants to move 100 of the windows and put them into like a big, on the edge of town.
They want to
to
cancel the
Germany.
tradition.
Yeah, they want to cancel the tradition, exactly.
Let him fail.
We can go to the next, how to the real practical part.
Different community.
The different backgrounds and the different characteristics to have the real respect among all.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's really hard.
Sexy.
You will.
Like sexy.
That's sexy. Respect
You
people's
will,
rights
you
is
will,
sexy.
you will get so many attack at first. Every people will attack you, only you. They will feel you are 大妇女这样。
Slut.
I am the.
You are slut.
I am a slut too. Yeah.
And if they're calling you a slut, it means that they're also.
And so many people call me bitch, and I say I am
That's the-
pretty, so you call me bitch, right? So I use this confidence and fire with everyone.
Yeah, exactly. When you're smiling, when you're actually beautiful, they can't fight back. It becomes your power, right?
Really, you can feel.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. If you are different, and then people will think you are weird. Weird, but I'm different because I don't want to be with you. I use my way to take money. It's not wrong, right?
Also, here is the downstairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we sitting here,
It's okay,
right?
yeah, you can.
I like that chair.
So this is the view you see outside.
Yeah, it's basically what people do. They come across the door. I can't open the door from the outside.
Oh, really?
So I can't open it. So you have to open it.
So it's a lock, right?
Yeah. This is one of the protections, right?
You don't have any outfit, the roof.
You have to cover your nipples and you have to cover your.
Vagina.
Nice lady, eh?
Uh-huh.
You're like yes, 100 euros.
Yeah. Hi. 很多人这样来回在看我们呢。
是的，
讲
因为刚松的那个角度看不到。Actually, just these 2 minutes, almost all the males are looking.
在马文他会有几个女孩同时抢个很热门的窗。
More dedicated customers will kind of go around the alleyway
Yeah.
and have this like search. And if you like attention,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, right?
不同的时间是不同的女生吗？是
So the shifts are there's a day shift and a night shift. Yeah, in the day shift you can come at 10 and
10.
stay until 7 or so. And then the night shift starts around 8 and goes until 6 a.m.
How's the community about the sex worker, like your colleague?
It's very tight knit. My
Okay.
first days working in the windows, there was a customer who was like not treating me well. You know, the passageway came up to the door, you know, and you had like 2 or 3, you know, girls in heels like looking really angry at you, and he was like terrified. He ran away.
So what he do to you?
He just came inside the door and tried to ask me for services and like just like pushed his way in, you know.
What are the customers?
Customers are everybody.
So it's
People
always a
immigrated.
different person.
It's always different, you know.
You like the younger?
I think older is more experienced.
Yeah, I like the older.
I don't expect pleasure out of my work. If it happens, it's great.
But 没有发生也 OK。
Have anyone come to here just want to talk with you? They don't want to sex.
The other day, I had someone who wanted me to read to them. So they wanted a sexy reading. I had somebody who talked to me about their relationships.
It's like a mentor.
Yeah, like a mentor, especially in really individualistic societies. It's really hard to make connection with people outside. Sometimes people will go to a sex worker for that kind of intimacy, and they know that because it's transactional, because cash is on the counter, and because you know it's going to last an amount of time, it creates a safer space for people to get intimate, for you could have deeper conversations sometimes.
So when you say people, they just want to find the person.
Oh, 100%. I've heard life stories, I've heard tragic stories, you hear stupid stuff, you know, you hear everything. Because a majority of my clients are men, I like someone who's very politically aware, both as a queer person and feminist. Like, I didn't have a lot of empathy for men, but doing sex work reinstills that empathy sometimes. When you see a lot of loneliness, when you see a lot of fear towards sexuality in their bodies.
这些人其实之所以会来，很多可能是因为他们先就是说他的社会状态上面是出问题，所以
才会需要来。
对他需要有性服务。那他对这些人会。
I know. But
You will go
but-
to
but
heaven.
I will go to heaven. People don't understand how when we push sex down, when we don't look at it, when we don't talk about it, it affects your mentality. If you can't go for what you want, you suppress a part of yourself, and that's also psychologically very dangerous. One of the top rules of sex work is let the money turn you on. So I'm not working out here for male's attention. You know, I'm working out here to pay my rent. That's what's my pleasure. Is I know that sex work offers me the freedom to work when I want to work, be able to make good money sometimes.
Yes.
If I wasn't put into a 9-to-5 job, I would be so bored and my mental health would suck.
You have a free mind.
And it's funny because people come to you at sex work and be like, oh, you must have some kind of psychological problem. You must be really sad or depressed. And I'm like, if I came up to at least 90% of people who work behind a desk.
No, I cannot be the 90%. I'm very pretty sure. I like own my life.
Yeah.
I can choose everywhere I can
But
go.
this is the thing. I think sex work and also creative work like doing video or doing YouTube allows for financial mobility for a lot of people. This is why it's so scary for people who are in power, because it gives like trans people, women, migrant women, racialized women financially a bit more mobile. And this is a threat to the system.
The money is the best. It's more than the normal job. I can take money in the short time and do my I want to do.
It's still a choice to participate in it.
Yeah,
People just-
I would choose.
Yeah, right? It's nice. You would do so well.
Yeah, I would choose the how to say 固定的.
Regular customer.
You know him and he know you and you're to be a safe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's nice.
And can you teach her like what skills you attract the customer?
Honestly, I don't do too much. I get dressed, I put on some good music. Actually, I bring books.
So make you special.
Yeah, and like people will walk by and I'll look them in the eye. I'll do an up and down on them too. I'll be like,
Okay, so how much do you charge for a session?
my first ask is always 100 euros. And then sometimes you can barter a little bit. Sometimes they want more services. Like you have to know that you're giving them something.
Yeah, I did.
Do not correct her.
You want or not?
You have to be nice at first. Like, hey darling, hey sweetheart.
Hey, darling,
Convincing.
hey, sweetheart, come visit me.
Scary, no.
Hey, darling, sweetie, come visit me.
Go up and down, yeah. And backward.
How much?
How much you prepare?
No, you don't ask them. You always say your price.
500.
But I only have 50.
So waste my time, get out.
That's actually perfect. You're wasting my time. Leave me
Yeah.
alone.
So what if I have 1,000?
Okay, you can come inside and then sleep here. If you want to go outside, give me 2,000.
I pay 2,000.
Yeah, then you sleep outside the door apparently. I love that.
And then you crawl
Crawl,
until
crawl.
others upstairs. Yes.
A dominatrix. It's in your blood.
I will do a 鞭子. I will punch the customer. my told.
What next?
I have them go upstairs.
Go upstairs.
With the link.
Then I asked them to use the sink.
I need to clean for
No.
All in
He cleans himself.
Oh yes,
He cleans himself. And then I asked them usually to get to the bed.
Like this.
Perspective shot.
Take off your shoes. Take off your clothes. Okay,
Yobi.
take off this.
One
Where
next.
is your condom?
No, you have your own condoms. As a sex worker, you have your own.
Yeah.
So can I bring my own?
You can bring your own, but I always use mine. I buy dimple dams if I trust them and I know they want to eat pussy. I also use protection with this.
And what's next?
Sex workers don't give away their secrets. So if you want to come see a sex worker, you should just go see a sex worker. But I also keep myself. I take PrEP.
Sex
to-
worker need have the license
Not
for
not
sex
in the
worker.
Netherlands, not right now. The requirements to work in the Netherlands, you have to register under a certain tax number, and then you have to have a Dutch bank account.
Yeah.
You have to have health insurance, and you have to go through an interview process to work in the window.
Like you need to do some blood test.
There's no blood test for sex workers. That would be highly inappropriate, actually. The thing is, you don't want to discriminate between people who have HIV. That would be the last thing you want to do.
哦，所以他们真的
There are
很平
people-
权。
And here in Amsterdam, we're very, very lucky to have sex workers have a health center. Very easy access to PrEP. Sex workers are actually the most conscious around STDs and STIs. And people are always like, you're spreaders, you're dirty. And I'm like,
No, you are the.
You're on the first clean.
Yeah.
And so many people think the gay have HIV, but the gay is a more
Know how to eat
knowledge
PrEP.
about the protect
From
the HIV.
HIV.
They know how to use the medicine. 他有没有什么特别让他印象最深刻的经历？
the most rewarding thing from this job is like having a good session with somebody and they're leaving with a smile on their face. Like being able to give somebody a really good sexual experience. Primarily, it's about making your money, right? That's number one. But when you are able to, when someone walks away being like, wow, that was really great. That's really nice too. Yeah.
Have any customer like a Lamira?
Oh yeah, because like usually one of my boundaries during sex with a customer, I don't look at them in the eyes. No, I don't kiss because it's very intimate.
灵魂之窗啦。
You will energy exchange.
It's like I don't fall in love with clients.
If the customer is me, you can kiss me.
Aww,
Really?
yeah, I kiss you.
You can.
We can kiss you. Mwah.
就是说，在用嘴巴帮客人服务的时候，那客人要戴保险套，他说这个是法规要求。
So in Amsterdam, you can't work from home as an escort. So what clients will do is they'll go on and make a fake profile on the internet. They'll come to your home and then you get a knock on the door and you think, oh yeah, my client's here, but it's like 2 cops, 2 social workers.
在台湾我们常见这种楼凤的做法是不行的。
People who are working in the windows, we all pay 21% tax.
21%好高哦。
It's high.
会问他说他们这边的性向的时候是全部都是异性恋，还有他们其实也很多，大部分都是同性恋。
One of the things that I was really shocked about when I came to Amsterdam for the first time and saw the windows, I was like, oh, everybody's so heterosexual. And I think that I would love to see more like really raunchy queer sex workers in Amsterdam. Before I leave, I want that to be a goal. I want to see more queers in the windows.
因为我相信一定有很多
想做的，我们没有鼓励，但是我们要保护真的有想要做这种职业的人。Maybe he is alone, maybe he don't have a family, he doesn't know any information. Maybe come from here.
And what after like you doing the service?
I usually lay a towel down on the bed. So I usually will put the towel in the laundry and I'll get a new towel. If there's a mess on the window, I clean the mirror. I like to wash a little bit myself, especially if I have a customer and I'm like, I want this energy off of me.
Just refresh yourself.
Refreshing myself, my own mentality.
The light can change the color.
Yeah, so if you turn this on,
哦，所以你走上来这阶梯的时候，你就会感觉到那个氛围的。
the light over the bed can be off.
This one is a fancy.
You know, again, when you enter the brothel, in some ways, like this otherworldly.
他很注重这些，就是整个氛围的打理。
Quality. I like your style.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like your taste.
Everybody has their own thing. You have your own thing, obviously. I think a lot of people would like your thing.
She can be a good worker
Yes,
here.
of course. I think anybody can be a sex worker.
So how many days do you in service?
I usually do 3 days a week. But I'm very privileged. I also have an education, being a bachelor's degree. For me, other opportunities for work exist. You know, I choose to do sex work, but I'm also only providing for myself. And sometimes in my community, a lot of workers are mothers, a lot of workers are children. So sex work provides education, it provides food for children, it provides medication for elderly parents, it provides rent for elderly parents. A lot of people send their money elsewhere. You know, it's coming here, but they're providing for families.
所以钱也说钱本来就很重要。You don't have the money, you can do anything. But you have money, you can try to do anything become true, right? Take money have so many different ways, but I choose this way. You have to respect me. It's not the wrong or right. Just a job.
还有什么小法
Is
宝
it？ your makeup?
This is my makeup.
Ah, I like
It's
the
really
makeup.
Rowdy. Oh, but it's really rowdy in here. So I have Cookie Mueller. This is an actress in John Waters films, and this is like parts of her life. This is a really cool book. It's really crazy. And then this is it's in history. So it's sex workers, prostitution in Western society. So this is I like to read this, and it has like some really cool photos of
Oh.
like I think this might be in Amsterdam, but there's like sex workers historically.
Wow, sexy. I like.
This is my makeup. Let's see. I also have in here this. I feel like compared to you, I must have like
他说跟你
low
比的
class
话，
makeup.
他
But
It's okay, because I like it. I have so many different makeup.
But my favorite thing that I like to use, I always put like the little dots underneath my eyes. This is like my little thing.
You can taste on my eye.
You want me to test on your eye?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do it? Okay. let's
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
This is my secret that I use the lipstick for it or a lip liner to do these dots. Alright, I usually just do this. Oh no, I'm
可以
scared.
上班喽。
I just do a little dot here and a little dot here. And that's it. It's very simple.
可以耶，是不同的感觉。红灯区有红灯感。I like it.
Hair gel.
Oh.
I still a brush. That brush, this is a drugstore brush. It's nothing, but I like putting glitter always. You can see I wear a lot of,
Contour.
there's a lot of glitter on my cheekbones and here. This is something different. This is essential oil. Really like wearing clove. You can smell it when I wear it.
它是有点香料。
幸运草吗？
And I have, well, I got my, little...
Wow. Can change together later. Oh, I
You can
like
when you
this.
wear it, I'll put it on you.
Oh,
I
extra
have
style.
little gloves for you.
Oh, I like. Oh, 这个就是 Kit Kat 进入 Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
We went to the Kit Kat before.
Amazing. And then little undies. But for me, the important thing is to wear something that's sexy but comfortable. What I usually do is actually, I don't usually wear this downstairs anymore, but I like having like little atmospheres. So I like putting it kind of like on the end of the bed.
Decoration.
Like decoration. Because I realize when I wear the domination gear downstairs, not everybody likes it. So I kind of just leave it here.
那你觉得上面怎么样？
比我想象中要好多了，至少比较干净的感觉，不是好像那种很脏乱那种感觉。然后没想到它床这么小，
是你的话，你会选择大点的床来服务客人，对吧？
我就不可能去做这种事情。
那你觉得在这边工作的人，你有什么话跟他们说的？
我觉得还不错啊，至少人家管制这种红灯区有一个法律上面的规定，希望他们都能够过得很幸福快乐。
因为我们今天的新工作者 Candy 她累了，所以我们明天再穿上我们的 outfit，然后回来找她。然后那个老板呢都是同志，所以是由同志来管理这些的红灯区。
那就是等之后，明天再来。
对，明天再来。跟被我们受访的 Candy 啊，基本上她就是酷儿，一个很典型的酷儿，包括她的穿着打扮，还有身材，还有她不除毛这件事，她完全不除毛哦。
酷儿的群体，他们重视的是自然嘛，包括有体毛啊，或者是说你的身材是怎么样，那
就是怎么样，
对，你就是怎么样，所以并不会特别刻意去做一些改变或美容修饰。他对于这种性别身份上的那个概念上面，如果大家有自己的认同，其实应该还是
她比较属于就是 gay 啦，或者是同性恋那边。
酷儿在光谱上面也是属于就是多元族群的一块啊。
多元关系、多元成家。
其实他刚刚在描述各种状态的时候，他会尽量
用最没有
省
歧视的那个字，
对他都会尽量省去用一些就是比较带有明确的那种意向性，或者是说有明确的一个价值判断的字眼，他都用中性的字来描述。他对他自己的描述倒没有，因为就是说对他来讲，他其实更在乎的是整体社会应该要能够尽量能够做到真正的平等。
就是今天这个女生不会像一般你们所看到的频道或者是网络上面的所有的人去对妓女的那种态度，因为很多人就会说你是妓女，那你现在演示怎么做给我看？可是我觉得这个是对人不尊重。妈，你平常大家都会做的事，你都会坏的人，你为什么要叫他来演？所以这是不一样的概念。我们不是用那种方式来对待别人。他今天想做这件事他就做，他不想做这件事情就不要做。他不会去讲一些很夸张或是比较裸露的话，
就是我刚刚那句话，就不是房中术探讨大会，而是他身为这个角色，他的心路历程是什么？
如果我今天他妈的我是出来赚钱的，电视台受访我 OK， 我可以替很多在做这些事情的女生给他们很多经验，或是你想偷偷做这件事情，但你没有保护力的，我可以告诉你。可你叫我拿张椅子在那边戏弄我说你现在给我看，我他妈会赏2巴掌。所以我觉得我跟一直走在同温层，是因为我做的很多事情别人不认同，别人不认同我，他还会愚弄我，但是老娘是会反击的。所以我觉得这也是女生需要有的一种素质。就当你今天跟所有人不太一样的时候，不要怕。那有人欺负你就反击他，你要告诉他操你妈的，我也没抢，我也没偷啊。今天有个人地方就会有黄赌毒，你要知道。可是如果你不用法治去管好这些让他们纳税，或者是用一些法条的话去立这些东西，你就会让它呈现在 underground， 你就会管不住。管不住之后呢，你就会成立更多的犯罪者。我不是说我提倡这些东西，用正确的方法教导人怎么使用。你不要再掩耳盗铃，你知道吗？就要用法治去保护一方黑吃黑，或是对人的尊重，就不会有所谓的这种歧视，因为人都是一样的。有些那种打领带、西装笔挺的，做的事情更肮脏。我们现在要进去看投币室，然后就可以看竞赛秀。你只要投币进去呢，它就有一个窗口打开，然后让你往里面看他们在干嘛。
你也一起来看。
哎呀，我去看干什么啊？
一次2欧，好吧，来吧。
对啊，按投币啊，看一下就可以出来了啦。
好，视觉上的享受。
要吃蘑菇完再来看。
一间2个人。
一间2个人，对，一间2个吗？
好。好，那我进去啊。
对啊，你进来啊。哦，在这边看哦。
对啊，哇，他2个奶头哎。
对啊，那废话，他们2个人都要几个奶头？
他躺在一个红色的转盘上面，然后会一直旋转，怎么样？你有看过吗？
我没有看过，但是我知道日本有，我才不去看这种东西呢。
啊，可以看到对面。
好了，看差不多了，那没什么好看。
我们2个出来了，
很短呢。
刚刚那个店员还笑我们2个，
为什么？
就觉得我们2个很酷啊，一老一少，然后进去看。
大家都年纪比较大的，你也可以去表演啊。那表演可以赚钱。
我去表演也没人看，那就完蛋了。
你觉得刚刚那个画面震撼吗？
有点震撼，因为我没想到是全部观光。
但我觉得那个画面没有到
很优美。对。但2块钱你要要求什么？可以了啦。
说的也是啊，
对啊，
又不是要你200。
谢谢苏晨跟我们今天的荷兰的最后一天，因为我们在荷兰的这个旅行，他要跟我们告别了。
从第1天到现在，
然后他是我的骨灰粉，从我早期自己一个人抗战这些意识的时候，然后自己一个人到处发疯的时候，他有明白我想表达的东西，然后明白我心里所想的东西。那也希望苏晨在欧洲可以继续做你自己喜欢的事情，希望你都可以一直开心快乐。
永续经营下去，
永续。
谢谢你们，
拜拜，谢谢苏神。你知道吗？就欧洲因为太爱乱尿尿，所以政府就做了一个路边尿尿亭，给大家在那边撒尿，所以那边经过那边都味道很臭。
那个黄黄的，就是大家的那个累积下来的结果。
Day 2。
看我的 outfit 如何？不错吧？
Now we would like to invite Candy to give some words or share some of your ideas to the underground Taiwanese sexual workers.
Yeah, I want to say that your work is beautiful. Your work is powerful and important. It's very spiritual and soulful work, and it's not something you should feel ashamed of. And that sex work can be your power, and don't let anybody put you down for it. Earn your money, whether that's through sex work or something else. You're loved, you're special because of your sex work, and don't let anybody put you down because you're fighting for your rights, and you aren't alone. So yeah, I wish the best to you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
还有那个要送他一个礼物。
I will give you a gift. This is very good for pussy when you finish
pussy
your
cream.
shower.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pussy cream.
pussy cream, and then you can take care of your pussy. You can put in here.
Yeah?
It will make your pussy is very wet.
On the inside.
Yeah.
No, outside.
On my pussy?
Yeah. No,
okay.
not like skin is dry. Like
Yeah.
you will feel wet and comfortable and tight.
It's a pussy moisturizer.
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic.
This is MIT. It's come from Taiwan. So I want
Beautiful.
you.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. This is precious. Thank you.
Yeah, I want it for you.
True type. Revolve.
Yeah,
true
true
type.
type. I use this
Tightening
though.
gel. Yeah, okay. Amazing. I love it. And it comes in a gorgeous package. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I really
you,
appreciate it.
thank
Thank you for wanting to learn about sex work in Amsterdam, and thank you for taking the time to also spread messages to sex workers
Yeah.
everywhere. It's always a very taboo topic, so I feel very happy that people from Taiwan, from everywhere, want to talk about sex
Yeah,
work.
your trainings for us is very important.
Thank you, and especially Asian sex workers need
Yeah,
a lot more
yeah,
respect. And when you give love to sex workers, we try to give it back to you.
And I want to try to like the guy, the man, have a different
respect.
But
Yeah.
and the men,
Yeah.
respect sex workers, respect Asian sex workers.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
so that's the message to the clients.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
to,
yeah.
you have to respect. You have
他
to
们是
respect.
很伟大的。
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you too.
thank you,
so much.
Candy, thank you.
Thank you so
I'm so
much.
nice to meet
It was
you.
so good to meet you
I'm
as well.
so. I hope that next time I come to here, I can see you again.
Period.
Thank you. OK OK。哦，这个是那个橱窗的老板，然后他也是租这个给那个性工作者。
Yeah, I'm the owner of 28 windows in the red light district.
How do you protect the ladies?
There's a specialized police department here in Amsterdam, a prostitution department. They're really good. They're pro sex work, non-judgmental towards sex work. We need them within 3 or 4 minutes.
那他们有遇过什么很可怕的？
客人
The only cases we need the police. Sometimes when a client doesn't want to leave the room, because sometimes you have a client that's a bit too drunk or a bit too high on some weed. You couldn't get a hard on. Yeah, you can try whatever you want, but if the time is up, then it's done.
They want you to stay.
Yeah, but I didn't finish. And yeah, that's not how it works, of course. You pay for the service with a maximum of time. Otherwise, you go indefinitely until a guy doesn't get a hard on.
What do you want to say to people about work like this?
Just act normal, and that's happening with a lot of things in society. For example, also with gay people. I'm gay myself.
Ah.
We're all people. Be who you want to be, do what you want to be, and enjoy freedom in a safe way.
So we can work like this. How's my outfit? It's good.
Yeah, well, that's not for me to judge. Not my cup of tea.
老板自己本身就是同志，所以他也希望就是每个人可以尊重每一种职业，而不是歧视每一种族群，因为每个人都有做他自己想做的事情的权利，用他的方式赚钱的权利。我自己个人是非常尊重性工作者的，一直以来我就是帮性工作者发声，因为他们已经弱势了，我们需要有个完善的机制去尊重跟保护他们，而不是让他们被白嫖或者是被强迫被打。我们今天来拍这集目的就是希望大家看到，在国外是很保护性工作者，然后还有这样子的专区，还有这样的机制。希望这样子的行业或者这样子的工作者呢，他可以在这个社会得到像这样子的对待。
当然，每个国家的那个合法状况不太一样。我跟那个病菌的老板在聊天的时候，他这里跟我提到一件事情是，他自己本身是真正开始做了这个行业之后，才发现原来有很多跟他原本想象的是不一样的。你看，他身为老板，他都有这么大的 shock，那我身为听人不是更 shock？
所以你的东西是你要接触之后，你再去感受，但不是没有接触过你就直接骂他，或是直接去评论别人。我们应该真心了解，然后设身处地的去用不同角度看待之后呢，你再告诉你自己，哎，我喜欢，我不喜欢。可是呢，不管你喜欢或不喜欢，你也要尊重喜欢这部分的人。好啦，祝大家肌肉很紧，按赞订阅，开启小铃铛，关门。而且主要是他们就算当女还是过得非常的快乐，从来没有放弃自己。就是我们人是平等的，不管什么状态，或是我们现在是身在什么样的环境里，你都要认同自己。我们要表达就是这个意思。
你可以看得出来，就是说他其实对性工作这件事情，那就是他的幽默。
他是认同的，他不会否定自己的，然后求生意志是很强烈的。这世界就是这样子，永远不要因为任何东西去放弃自己。今天跟静女约完了，回到家终于有个休息的时间，赶快来使用锦衣威来保养我的 B， 想让你的 B 更紧致、更湿润，一定平常就要好好保养，不止日常保养。想要跟男朋友干嘛的时候啊，前3分钟擦这个最有效。最有感觉，会让你欲火焚身哦。下面呢，还会感觉到温温热热的，妹妹呢会整个烹饪起来，每天都很幸福哦。这锦衣威它是由私密美型专家萧永贤医师推荐，给你们最专业的私密保养。我们就来看看它的质地吧，把它涂在这个虎口的位置。
因为没办法试下面给大家看。
对，因为我没办法试下来，不好意思，不然频道会不见。它马上滋润哦，是不是有擦跟没有擦感觉真的差很多？它里面还添加了人参当归大豆精华，非常滋润滑顺，它的分子非常的小，吸收很快。有擦的这边呢，就会变得很滋润，摸起来很舒服。而且锦衣威啊是不管 几岁的人都可以使用哦，产后或者是更年期妇女，通通都可以拿来保养一下。来，妈妈，你过来，我给你保养一下你的老逼。
你又没有看过，怎么可以随便评价？
那我们可以看一下吗？
那
怎么可能？
我们去年有给你，你有用吧？
还不错啊，真的。
有回春哈，
回山村，
现在应该用了 Relove 之后，是不是松弛感改善了很多呢？
也许有吧。
他是没有人干他，所以他没有办法感受。
好啦，不然你现在进去使用一下。
我每天都会擦 Relove 锦衣薇，早晚都要擦。我不可能让我的脸、身体都好，那是我的鼻很差吧？爱自己就是外在啊，跟内在通通都要顾到，这样男生就会一个一个主动的靠过来，想逃都逃不掉。
干嘛？很滑润的感觉，也有滋润感。
是不是下面很久没有出水了？
上次那个酒店那一集，所以他们都说是漂亮的鼻，对不对？现在下单只要输入 MAZE， 原价2580，优惠完只要1880，是不是超级划算？CP 值超级高，让你随时随地都可以紧绷弹。